All right, Mike, I gotta mute you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's Todd is muting people. We are live here from New Hampshire. Join with me in the booth here for the championship race night is Todd Chase Jr. You did not mute me, correct? Todd Chase,
No,
you
I
did
didn't.
not. Okay, well, that's messed up. Like, I was literally sitting there thinking you did.
Well, no.
That's kind of cruel, by the way. In a way, it's kind of funny, but kind of cruel at the same time.
Yeah.
Anyway, Todd, welcome to New Hampshire. Welcome to the second oval race of the year. Welcome to the final race of the Red Sox Racing Series Winter Championship.
Yeah, I don't think these words would ever come out of my mouth, but I'm actually glad to be here at this racetrack.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. So, we'll see how it goes here, Todd.
Championship night, like you said.
Yeah.
Gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
It is. It's going to be very interesting. I was actually trying to get the points up because it was pretty interesting. Me and you was kind of talking about this earlier whenever I was letting you know the point situation. Justin Kirby's locked in, Todd. He is going to be your champion. Okay, that's not a surprise. We kind of knew that already. Or not Justin Kirby. No, I lied. Ryan Robertson. I know stuff, Todd. No, he's done a good job. I'm trying to see something. Where are we at?
We're at New Hampshire.
Why is this? Oh, this is what Terry was talking to me about. Anyway, we are at New Hampshire.
Okay.
By the way, Todd, I think I might have found the actual thing for next season. Anyway, Ryan Robertson, first place in points. Don't know how many wins he's got, but he's got a lot. Or got a couple anyway. The big battle really for this, Todd, is going to be... Where'd it go? Hold on, Todd, I lost it. I am all over the place.
Yeah, I think you told me the battle's definitely going to be for second. Yeah,
and here's
between
what's gotta happen,
quite
Terry.
a few guys.
Yeah, so Terry right now is sitting second place in the points. If he can finish with the top 5 finish tonight, he will definitely lock in as your number 2. He can still get that with the top 8, but it all depends on David Berry. If David Berry goes out and maxes out bonus points and everything like that, which is going to be tough, but it's definitely possible, unless let's see, Terry Dahl is second place. If he can score a top 5 as well as a top 8 will work if David Berry doesn't score the max bonus or max points with bonuses. David Berry is the wild card because he could really get all his way up into second place. Les Turner has a chance for second with a good place finish, depending on what happens with Terry and David. Les Turner and Bill Pawlucki are in a battle as well for the 4th position, with Les having a slight advantage over that. So, anyway. So, yeah, pretty cool with that. But,
yeah,
let's get ready to go, Dodge. I'm all over the place right now.
Yeah, I could tell you're all over the place, but I do want to mention only 16 are here tonight, which is a little interesting. And one thing we haven't talked about yet, I mean, I know we've only been on air for a few minutes and stuff like that, but during practice, some of these guys were actually hitting that chip, per se, about 3/4 of the way down the straightaway. So, and then they had massive dirty air, like the car would just all of a sudden just get super tight on exit. So those are gonna be a couple of things to watch out for here tonight.
I love how we literally get spam on our chat now. It really makes me mad because I don't know why we constantly are getting that. It's always the same person. No, I don't want to see your next videos. Anyway, we are ready to go here in just a moment with qualifying Todd Chase. And this is not your normal qualifying because we actually go oval racing qualifying. So 2 laps here for 5 minutes. And we are waiting to see who goes out first. And it looks like it's going to be maybe Andrew Fitzgerald waiting. I'll tell you something interesting, Todd. He is sitting here at the end of pit road and lighten up the attack. So could actually be burning some gas. I mean, he was lighting it up.
We got one out on the racetrack right now. I'm trying to see who that
Terry Knowles
is.
is out there as well. We got a couple actually going out there now.
Yep.
What is the weather? Do you know?
Let me pull it up.
Okay, because I forgot what it was.
So, the weather is, if I can see it, track temp 86 degrees,
Okay.
air temp
So
77.
not bad at all. This place is really tough when it's hot. I will say that. This race, what is it, Todd? A 40-minute time race, I believe. Or so many
40,
laps.
45 minutes, 50 laps.
Okay, so it really could go by fast.
It really could if it goes green the whole way. As
Yeah.
now you see some times being put up. Nikhil on the top of the board. So does Terry. Terry falls to third. Now Ryan Wachelski.
Ryan Robertson also out there. Yeah, Ryan jumps up in the 86. Here's their champion this season here in this series. Robertson going way up to the high line and actually had to get way on the throttle. So we'll kind of manage that. Dwayne McCarthy also out on track. He is coming to the start-finish line, Todd Chase, and crossing the line. We'll see what kind of lap time he puts down. Actually, that might have been his outlap, and it was. Ross Booth goes to second.
Terry will fall back to sixth now, as I believe Shield Smith will go to fourth.
Andrew Fitzgerald jumps up to eighth. Here comes Ryan Robertson for his final lap out of turn number 4. We'll see him cross the start-finish line. Oh, he may have got the wall. This lap may not count, Todd.
Yeah, it does not look like he will jump up. He will stay in the 9th position.
There you go. Les Turner just rolling out here, so it's going to take a couple seconds for him to start putting up some laps. But we will see some laps being put up.
Now, one thing we noticed at the end of practice, Les Turner was second on the board. So it'll be key to see where he lands here in qualifying. As you see him working his way down the back stretch now. Working that second lane through 3 and 4. Looks like he gets a little tight coming to the line. And he will go.
Good lap there.
Yep, all the way to
Yeah,
6th.
good lap. David Berry also out on track, Todd, so is Justin Kirby now. Now, this is Les's second lap that he's about to put in here in that Batman car. The 01 machine.
3 and 4.
David Berry, a slow lap 1, put him 13th. Justin Kirby to 10th. Here comes Les crossing the line. Better lap, it looks like. Not much better, but it does jump him to 5th.
Yep, and that's a really good start for him, I think.
It is. Here comes Justin Kirby out of turn number 4 this time. See what he can do. Crossing the line. Does he improve? David Berry goes to 7th. Kirby with a really good lap. He's going to jump way up to second. Yeah, good lap as he wrecks it. But good lap there. Into 58. And I think that might actually in qualifying. I don't think anybody else is going to qualify.
I think it does. Only 2 didn't put a time in. Mark Kudrowski and Chris Jimenez.
All right, so we will start seeing some cars grid here in just a minute. Todd Chase, let me ask you, we know who is going to win the championship. That's already locked up with Ryan Robertson. Congratulations to him, by the way. That's awesome. A big championship for his belt. But, Todd Chase, let me ask you, who gets the win?
Oh, boy. This is tough because this is one of the places where these guys normally don't run here. So we've actually never seen a race here in these cars before until now. I think it's kind of one of them races where anybody could win it. So I'm actually going to go with less on this one.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick at all. Well, man, I'm gonna go Chris Shieldsmith. Right there.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. This is one of them races, Todd. Like, we don't really know because it's oval. Yeah, we raced Bristol, but we noticed at Bristol how tough it was to pass. I don't think it's going to be that tough here.
I don't think it will either, but this racetrack, you can't take everything you've learned from Bristol and apply it to this racetrack because Bristol is so much different than this racetrack, especially on so many levels, like the size of the racetrack, the banking, everything else. During practice here tonight, before we went on air, so we seen some of these guys running the top 3 or 4 lanes and not even running way down at the bottom. So
not wrong at all. Man, yeah, I think that it'll be pretty interesting what happens on this one. We'll have to wait and see, but looking forward to it. I think it'll be good. So let's get ready to do it.
yeah, you see some of these guys all gridded up here on the front stretch. How about Ryan Wachowski putting that thing on the pole?
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So here we go. The last race of the season set to take place here very shortly. Looking forward to it.
There you see the pace cars starting to roll now. As we are getting ready for 50 laps. And we noticed at Bristol that these guys had the laps counted. I wonder if they've got that back on again if we have another yellow.
Should.
I believe they should as well.
Don't think we had turned it up here, Todd, by the way, which is kind of sad. But anyway, let's get ready to go green flag, Todd. The Toyota Camry hybrid electric Chevrolet pace car leading us around. As we get set to drop into pit lane for the final race in the Red Sox Racing Series. I'm Adam Chapman, by the way. Todd Chase Jr. with you in the booth here for this one. Trackside Racing Network. Todd Chase, bring us to the green flag.
Yep. Pace car should be coming by this time. As there you see it right there. Pace car ducks in. And the green flag is out in the season finale for the Red Sox Racing League. Down into turn 1 they go.
Into turn 1, that high line going to be very big here. And it's right on the outside of that line. You can see that blue car. Ryan, how about that? I did not think the 86 would be able to hold this lead, but there it is.
Yep, side-by-side battling back there.
Yep, Les Turner.
From about 4th on back.
Les Turner and it looks like Ross Booth. Les up on that high side takes that spot away. Using that high lane, that is going to be big here, Todd, in this one.
Yep, Les is able to clear Ross Booth right now as they complete lap number 1. Still side-by-side back here for, I believe, this is the 8th and 9th position. Ed Sutcliffe and Bill Palucki.
Yep, York
battling for position there.
81, Bill Palucki in an orange and black USF 2000 car. How about almost 3 wide here, Todd? Very close. Yeah. But looks like they are able to get it down to 2 wide. Big group right here, though, with the 81 to 33 to 210 of Ryan Robertson. And then it looks like Terry Dahl also right here in this mix as we go on board. The driver of the 53 car running in 12th. Good view here.
A lot of good battling so far right now. As you see, I believe that's Ross Booth. Yes. Ross Booth trying to complete a pass or hold off Chris Shieldsmith. And he does for the moment.
Bill Palucki, Todd, putting on the fastest lap of the race so far. A 29.407. Really good lap there for Palucki.
Now, one thing I did notice there through 1 and 2, we had one way up in the top groove. in turn 1. That you don't normally see that here.
No. Usually you're right there on that grade of black outline. What we would normally, it would be like the middle groove, pretty much, is what you normally see.
Yep. As we got a battle here for the second position.
Todd, I don't care what else I see. You're getting a draft on this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of like, how do we say it? Kind of like what we've seen this past Sunday at Auto Club, where you can get massive runs and then you just got to literally go way to the bottom and just kind of like slide job somebody for a pass. As you see right here, got a battle for second again, I believe. Looked like Justin, actually it's a battle for the race lead. Justin Kirby and Ryan Wachelski. See Wachelski all the way to the apron
how about
below
that?
the yellow
I
line.
didn't think we would see somebody drop that low, but look at this run, Todd. Here comes Kirby.
Yep.
Look to the inside.
Yep, and like I just mentioned, it looks like you can just get that run, and then you got to go way to the bottom and just kind of like slide job them to complete a pass. But here comes Wachelski on the outside again. Yep.
Fitzgerald around. Caution flag comes out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was contact, maybe wheel-to-wheel contact here. It looks like what it could have been. It was him in a 55, it looks like. I'm sorry, the 55 is one of the 81. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry, Todd. He actually just lost it by himself. No help whatsoever.
Wow.
Does get a little bit of contact there from, let's see who that was. Maybe. I was going to say maybe.
Harry Dahl?
No, it was it was right here. It's Dwayne McCarthy gets a little bit of contact after the spin. But
What happened to Terry then?
yeah, you're right.
Because
Todd.
he's
I do
all
not
the way
know.
to 14th.
And does he have he's got his wing? I don't really know, but that's not what he wants as far as the point situation goes. Because we said earlier, there is a small chance Les could jump up and take that second in points. And right now, I mean, there's a good chance that could happen. So this is very interesting. Now, Todd, we didn't have no yellows at Bristol, did we? Or did we?
We had some yellows, that's for
I
sure.
can't remember if we did or not.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember how many exactly it was, but like you had mentioned earlier, as you see Terry going up one position now is, I believe, Mark Drowski. And, well, some of these guys coming down pit road right now. But like you mentioned, David Barry is actually the wild card in how the second place spot in the standings turns out. Currently, David Barry is running 7th. So, with Ryan Robertson behind him in 8th.
Really need to somehow block all this spam, dude. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, it is constant right now. Ain't nobody wants to go to your website, China. Like, I don't know how to block stuff like that, dude.
Yeah, we need to find a moderator, a channel moderator or something to come in and do that. So
sometimes, but it's like it's so hard to do it every time. You know what I mean? We need to get a couple to do it. I don't know.
now, I can't remember at Bristol because it's been so long ago. I think we are doubling up. It does look like it will be Ryan Wachelski and Justin Kirby, your front row. Nikhil Kompker and Les Turner, your second row. Ross Booth and Chris Shieldsmith, your third row. Ryan Robertson, your points champion, and David Barry on your fourth row. And Chris Jimenez and Ed Sutcliffe, your fifth row.
There you go. So we are set to go back green flag. Todd Chase as the field works through turns 1 and 2. These restarts are always crazy, so something we got to watch out for. We just have to go here once again.
Sure, this is 1 and 2? Or are you on replay?
On 3 and 4. I am so sorry.
green flag is back out. Wow, look at this. Wow, 3 wide already down the back stretch going into front stretch turn 1 and 2.
You sure it's 1 and 2?
Yeah, Yeah.
Look at this, Todd. They are scattered out everywhere right now.
Yep. Yep, and look at that. Kirby trying to make a run for the race lead again. As Wachelski is able to clear him down the backstretch. Coming out of turn 4 across the line. Looks like Ross Booth back there battling for that. Should be about 4th, 5th, or 6th spot there. Right now, top 3 have broken away from the field just a little bit.
Jesse Cook, you got it. You're a moderator of this channel. If you want to do it, by all means, delete every freaking spam that you see. I don't know how to. I was sitting here while Todd was doing this. I'm trying to figure out how to block it. But
man, I tell you what, Nikhil just about killed the wall out of turn 4. That dirty air. Oh, Wachelski gets a little loose through 1 and 2.
You know what?
Doesn't look like it's going to be enough to.
Man, Todd, you talked about this before we came on the air. The dirty air here plays such a big factor. I didn't think it would be that big of a factor until you mentioned it. I was like, I don't know, possibly. As you got a good battle right here with Ross and David Berry. But, man, it has really, Todd, it has turned into dirty air. You got to somehow try to figure out how to pass and then try to use that toe to get a big run down the backstretch or straightaways.
That time out of turn 2, it looked like Justin Kirby just about killed the wall, just like I believe that was Nikhil did at a 4 a couple of laps ago. Yeah, dirty air is definitely big right here. I can tell right now. As you see Ross Booth battling, I believe that's almost 3 wide. No, still 2 wide back there right now. But they are using every inch of this racetrack
I'll be
right
honest,
now.
Todd, it's it's really, really good racing right now, all around the racetrack. Very surprised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here looking on basically the nose of our race leader, looking back at the rest of the field right now, and Kirby, he's still trying to do everything he possibly can to get around Wachelski here, and it just seems like the run just dies through the middle of the corner. So he's definitely going to have to try something else to get around this 86 right now. Got one way up the racetrack back there. Can't really tell who that was.
Here you go, Todd. Ross Booth looking to the outside. That's Chris Shieldsmith you see on the inside of Ross. But here we go, Todd. Possibly a 3 wide. Big run right there for Shieldsmith. Almost sliding into Les Turner. But Shieldsmith almost touched the tires. Ross trying to figure out a way to get her involved in this as well. Then you can throw the 210 of Ryan Robertson involved.
Yeah, meanwhile, during that battle, we got a 3-car battle back here now for second.
Yeah,
between Justin Kirby, Nikhil, and David Berry now up to 4th.
We're just going to go to Blint because you literally are looking at your top, what is that, Todd? I don't even know. Top 9 really all within reach of the leader. Yep. Here comes a big run. Ed Sutcliffe goes underneath Ross Booth on the exit of turn 2. Drag racing on the backstretch into turn 3. Let's see if Ed can make it stick on the bottom. Oh, Ross slides up a little bit. Going to be a big run for Booth on the outside, however, and holds onto that slide. Good job there for Ross.
Yeah, Les goes up to 6th now through that battle. Yeah, Robertson 7th.
Well, that's the only one, Todd, running that high line. Very surprised he's the only one running that high line in that turn 1 and 2. But it looks like Robertson able to kind of make it work. There you go. Les does clear him that time.
Yeah, it seems like 1 and 2, that high lane is actually working for Les. So
yeah,
maybe we'll see some of these guys here in a few laps, as that was a little close there.
David Berry getting a little sideways out of turn 4.
Oh,
who was that?
Justin Kirby, big wreck.
Big wreck. 4 or 5 cars involved, multiple people dead.
I believe. I believe there's only 2 that had made it through that.
Multiple people has died, Todd. I don't know what else to say.
Do we have how many ambulances do we have? Because I don't think we got enough.
Les Turner involved the 210 of your season champion Ryan Robertson is involved.
And I can actually tell you what started that. Justin Kirby got a little loose, like snappy loose, in the middle of 1 and 2, and he overcorrected and just nosed it into the wall.
Yeah, that's something we really haven't looked at is Justin Kirby, and so we watched all the other ones. Here's what actually was wrong with number 58. Like Todd said, goes into the corner. Right there, wiggle right there, overcorrected, very easily to do, Todd. I think, honestly, he was just going to spin himself out. And didn't, unfortunately, the wall just happened to be there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see the damage he is. He don't have a tire on the front. He does. It's just dragging. Wow, Todd.
Yeah, this is unlike Bristol.
Yeah.
Bristol we've seen a couple of cars spin out. Didn't really see any big wrecks. Here, if you wreck, it's you're taking 3 or 4 guys out with you, if not more. So.
Jesse Cook goes no Lester. I think they're going to be. I was going to say, Todd, did they not get a fast repair in this?
I don't know if they do or not.
I thought they got one. Well, I don't even know if they're
think
able to
so.
make it. Well, they're all out of the cars on pit road. I mean, Lesson's not even in the car. David Berry. I will tell you another thing, Todd. That will clinch second spot for Terry Dahl in this championship.
So I'm sitting here looking at all the info. It does look like everybody gets 2 fast repairs.
I don't think they was able to make it back around.
I don't think so either. I think they were actually had to tow.
By the way, I just want to point Ryan Wachowski is inside the pace car. We know what happened.
Yep.
Ain't it
I
crazy?
think he's actually.
I'll tell you something crazy, Todd, as we keep it and deciding to kill each other. So Ryan Robertson won the championship. We know that.
Yep.
David Berry, who was third in points, out. Les Turner, who was fourth in points, out. The only person running inside the top 4 points is Terry Dahl.
Yeah, and guess where he's at?
Yeah, he's fifth. So he's going to clinch second now. Like, he will clinch second, more than likely.
Yep.
So that's pretty crazy.
That's good for him.
Yeah, that's really big for him. I got a little bit of news about. I can't say it, but next season for this series is going to be really good. Trust me, you guys are going to like it. I can't say what it is, but let's just say I think people will be happy. I know we're going to be seeing a lot of comebackers in this series. So we'll see how that all plays out. But
Does look like the lights are off the pace car, as it will be Ryan Wachelski still leading the field. Nikhil Kompker will join him on the front row now. Ross Booth now up to third. Ed Sutcliffe in fourth. That'll be your second row. Terry Dahl, like you had mentioned, and Andrew Fitzgerald will be your third row. Dwayne McCarthy and Chris Jimenez will be your fourth row. Justin Kirby and James Prostell will be your fifth row.
Yeah, I want to mention Robertson, Les, and David Berry all got back out there, but they are 2 laps down. They're not necessarily out of the running for that second spot in points, but it's slim. It all depends on yellows and stuff like that and who it takes out. Here we go, Todd.
Yep. We're going to see what happens here as the green flag is back out here at New Hampshire. And right away, you see everybody fanning out 3 wide as they cross the line.
Whew.
Ross Booth going to the inside of Nikhil here.
I'm kind of curious, Todd. I want to check
run.
something here. I'm very curious about something. I want to see the lap times. Not this lap, but the next lap. Because I'm kind of curious if there's a big fall off in lap times. If so, I wouldn't hesitate to come down and get tires.
This run, Nikhil gets on the top lane.
Well, yeah, he's going to have a chance of taking this lead. He
I
led
think
that lap.
Actually, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he led it.
I thought. Oh wow! Now he's going to fall all the way back to third. Let Ross get up to second.
Good battle right here with Terry Dahl and Andrew Fitzgerald. Todd for fourth place. Andrew up on that high side.
A lot of good battling again through the rest of this field. As you see, Wachowski still able to hold off that hard charge from Ross Booth and Nikhil
Okay.
Compter on that restart.
So there is not much of a tire fall off that I have noticed yet.
Yeah,
That lap Bob was only a tenth slower than the fastest lap. So
and I could actually tell that just by the way Wachowski was able to hold them guys off.
yeah,
You know, if the tire fall off was that bad, you would actually see him actually dropping back
so,
after a couple of laps after the restart. So,
yeah. So far, really good racing all around the racetrack, Todd. Like I said, new fastest lap. Ed Sutcliffe with a really good lap, a 29.265.
wow.
That's quick. That's really quick. I think a
Meanwhile,
lot
battle
of
for
it
the
is draft too.
I think it is too, because I mean, you've seen right there, like I was going to say, Ross Booth was closing back in on the 86 at the end of the backstretch, and I thought he was going to try and challenge him for the race lead again, but I think he's just waiting for the right time. Go side by side further back in the field. Believe that is. Well, it was Justin Kirby. I believe he was battling Ed for that 7th and 8th position.
You know, watching this leader right now, Ryan, watching where he's running, Todd, nobody's really able to match that exact line that he's running, and it is working for him. But I think a lot of it's got to do with that dirty air, like you mentioned earlier.
Now, Wachowski being the race leader, he actually doesn't have any of that dirty air.
No,
He's
he
got
does
clean
not.
air. I just, some of you guys may not know that. And that's
Yeah.
why he's able to pull away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, and honestly, Todd, one of the biggest things when it comes to dirty air, people don't know, Chris Shieldsmith's just put down a heck of a lap with a 29.1. One of the toughest things about dirty air, it really makes your car very aero tight or aero loose, depending on the track. But most of the time it's really aero tight when you get in that dirty air, and it's very hard to drive. So if people don't know, there you go.
Perfect example, that last caution where
Yeah.
Kirby got so loose that it snapped to the wall and then unfortunately was unable to save it. That was because of the aero tightness.
Yeah.
So far, kind of starting to single file out down the back stretch and the front stretch, but you see a lot of side-by-side battles through the corners. And
Hard to believe, Todd, we are already past halfway in this race.
I know. I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, we're only 20 minutes into this race.
Yeah. I mean, it's honestly very surprising on how good. Because I'll be honest, I didn't know how this race would be. Like, I'm not going to sit there and act like, Oh, big wreck.
Big
Was that
wreck.
our leaders? More trouble,
Yes.
Todd.
Yes. Wachowski, I think
Yeah.
there was a lap car in the middle of the racetrack,
Oh, gosh.
and I don't think Wachowski seen it until right at the last second.
Here's the replay. This was a big wreck. As Ryan, our race leader, hard contact, and there was more involved in this. Here's the replay. Ryan Wachowski going in, and I'm trying to see who this is. Oh, he was really slow. That was Chris Jimenez. And then another hard hit, a couple other. Les Turner, more hard hits there for him, Todd.
I think Les is out now.
Yeah, he's definitely out. He did tow. Man. And I don't really know. That's very uncharacteristic of Chris to be where he was, unless something broke. Oh, that's what happened, Todd, I think. Hold on. Oh, that's what happened. He got into the wall, on the outside wall, and I'm kind of surprised he still ran. Very surprised he did not come down pit road after this happened, but he broke the front tire off. Oh, that's why. He didn't even have time to come down pit road. He was actually going to come down pit road, Todd. He broke the front, or the right front off the car and was coming down pit road.
Okay.
And so a lot of miscommunication, unfortunately. And what would have been Ryan, a big win for Ryan, most likely, because I don't think anybody was going to catch him.
I don't think so either. I think he had this race kind of in the bag, regardless if we had more yellows or not. because he just had the speed a couple laps back going green after a restart and was pulling away from the rest of the field. And now
Man.
it's kind of Ross Booth's race to lose, if you say.
Yeah, I mean, the clean air, we're seeing a big thing, but I mean, this is wild, Todd. I was not expecting a lot of this to happen.
Hey, you know what wild racing brings up? Really good finishes.
No, you're not wrong.
Oh yeah, that's gonna shake up everything. As now, I believe Justin Kirby, I think he's gonna get. Well, wasn't he laps down? Because now he's third.
I think he actually was. I think he was a lap down, Todd. Man, this has been.
This has been a roller coaster for some of these guys.
It's been a wild race. Man. All right. Well, what can you do, Todd? You know.
Could yell at iRacing for letting us paint the freaking pace car.
We're not getting started in this. We are not getting started in this, Todd. No, we're not getting started in this, Todd.
I mean, we do have a build coming next week.
Let us paint the pace car, iRacing. Let us do it. I'm not sick and tired of it. I'm getting mad.
I mean, they've already got the software to do it.
How can you not? I don't understand this, Todd.
I know. Well, pace lights are off. The pace car again. It'll be Ross Booth and Nikhil Kompker on the front row. Justin Kirby and Terry Dahl now your second row. Ed Sutcliffe and Chris Shieldsmith will be your third row. Mark Kudrowski and James Prostell your fourth row. Andrew Fitzgerald and Bill Paul Lucky will be your fifth row. I think I put the broadcaster's curse on Les.
What appears?
I think he has called it quits as the pace car comes down pit road. And the green flag is back out in the air here at New Hampshire. Side by side for the race lead. This will be interesting coming out of 2. There you go, right there. Ross clears Nikhil.
Yeah, right here's where it could get interesting.
Here comes Kirby. He sends it in underneath Nikhil. He'll claim the second spot. As Ross Booth will lead this lap for sure. Kirby gets a little loose. He's going to drop back. Oh,
somebody hit the wall. Somebody hit the wall, Todd. I heard it hit. I think it might have been Nikhil. Look behind this. This is absolutely wild.
That's why, yeah, it's very, very wild back there.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to have a big one. We're going to crash the whole field. What's left of them. This is fun.
This is fun, actually, seeing these guys run 3, 4, 5 wide back there.
I agree. You're not going to get much better racing here. This is why this Oval Series thing for this car was going to be fun.
Yep.
Like, this is why when we got talked about it, that's why we were so into it, because this is the type of racing we was expecting.
Yeah, you see now that clean air actually helping Ross Booth as he pulled away a little bit from Nikhil and Justin Kirby. As you see Nikhil get really tight.
He did. That's that dirty air, Todd. Here comes a big run from Kirby. It's going to be tough to make this pass.
I don't know if Justin Kirby's got enough to complete it.
Never mind.
Yep. There he goes.
Holy cow.
I think something's going on with Nikhil's car.
Well, I will say Kirby just put down the fastest lap of the race that time. That was a 29.177. Now I will say Kirby's on faster or fresher tires too, Todd.
Yeah, but the thing is,
we're not seeing a big difference in him.
No, and you know what? I don't actually see him. You know, normally in oval racing, as soon as you clear the guy that you're battling, you can actually run away from him and catch the leader. We're not seeing that here tonight.
Yeah,
So now
it's
I don't
pretty
think
wild.
Kirby's got a chance against Ross. Well, I mean, he gained a little bit there, so I mean, he's making a liar out of me.
Man. What
Basically, top 5 breaking away from the rest of the field here.
Oh, what? Oh, Ross Booth's trying to break that draft.
Doing everything you possibly can. You got a yellow.
Oh, where did that happen at? Chris Jimenez. Oh, big wreck, Todd.
And
Big wreck back here. I'm not sure what happened or who was in it, but here's the replay. Oh, he got loose. Oh, man. We had a car flipping.
uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know who that was flipping. Oh, it was Ryan Robertson that decided to kill himself.
Decides, I got my chip. I got nothing to,
I mean,
nothing to lose now. I'll
you're
just go
right.
flying in the
You
air.
are right. He didn't have anything to lose whatsoever.
But look at this now. We're working up on lap number 44 out of 50. And I don't think these guys have green-white checkers in this, like we've seen at Bristol.
Man. What a good race.
I'm not going to lie. This has been a really good
That's
race.
been impressive.
Aside from the wrecks.
Let me pop it up my Microsoft Excel. Thanks, Terry. I'll blame him.
But if you think these past 43 laps have been crazy, wait till the last, when we go back green, should be about 4 or 5 to go. It's about to get a little crazier now.
All right, dude. Ready to do it.
Yeah, I believe the pace car lights should be coming off. This time by... No. Gonna stay on for one more, I believe.
All right, Todd Chase. I sent you a picture, Todd.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now,
like
by
that?
the way. Yeah.
I got offered out for the other kayak I got. I think I might do it.
Would do it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Anyway, let's ready to go, Todd. Todd, what? How many laps are you showing?
Well,
Should be
I'm
4 to
looking
go,
at
right?
lap number 46
Should be 4
now.
to go at this time?
Should be, yep,
Okay,
as the
that's
lights
what I
do come off the pace car. And it will be Ross Booth and Justin Kirby now your front row. Nikhil Comker and Terry Dahl your second row. Chris Shieldsmith and Mark Kodrowski your third row. Ed Sutcliffe and James Prostel. How about James Prostel running 8th right now? He's doing a really good job.
Yeah, right.
Bill Paulucki and Ryan Wachowski, your 5th row.
All right, Todd Chase here. We get ready to go back green flag this time. Now, the next flag's going to end it, Todd. Right? Like,
yeah.
we don't have green, white checker, correct?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either. All right, here we go.
So here we go. Pace car looking for pit road. As you see right there.
Come on, Terry. Pull up, Terry.
Green flag is back out in the air. It's going to get crazy down
Yeah.
here into turn 1.
Yeah, you got to push it in. How about that? Out there, Nikhil Kopker driving real hard for second. Almost an overcorrection from Justin Kirby.
Justin Kirby still running that high lane. You see Ross Booth trying to break the draft a little bit. He's working both lanes like you would see at Talladega and Daytona. Out of 3 and 4, looks like it will be Ross Booth still leading this race. Nikhil will fall back to 3rd. There's about to be a wreck. I could see it already. Ross Booth still being able to pull away from 2nd and 3rd.
This will be tough to get Ross. There's a big run right there from Justin. He's going to try to get that toe down the straightaway. White flag, Todd.
White flag in the air for Ross Booth. Can he hold on? Justin Kirby doing everything he possibly can.
I thought he tried to put the bumper to him.
It looked like he did.
It looked like he tried to. Here we go. Big run.
Here we go. Oh, 3 wide.
There they go.
Justin Kirby all the way
Ross
down
gets
to the
loose.
bottom.
We're going to drag race here, Todd.
Ross Booth is going to be able to pick up the win here at New Hampshire with running that high to middle lane.
Nice run.
Wow, what a race.
That was a heck of a race.
Wow.
Let's go over top.
All right.
Heck of a race there. Woo-wee. Oh, Ross is getting turned.
Yep.
You know, that's not going to make Ross happy, I don't think. I don't know who was got him, but it'll be all right. Race and season's over, and he's not winning the championship, so he don't care. Everybody's going to wreck him. 44 is bumping him. 44 is putting him in the wall. Teammate
man, what a night.
I agree. Heck of a race there.
It does look like, I believe Terry Dahl's going to be second in the points.
Yes, he will get second with that. He dropped from like second or from 3rd place all the way back. All right. Let's talk to some people here, Todd, as we got Ross Booth joining us in the booth. Ross, you got a copy?
Hello.
Man, a heck of a race for an oval race, honestly. That was fun. That was a heck of a race for us to watch. Talk us through that last lap. That had to be fun.
Yeah, well, I knew he was going to send it in that corner. You can't send it in 1 and 2. But, yeah, thankfully, didn't run up into me. I held my line. He held his line, and we had a drag race to the start-finish line, so that was fun. And I finished one of these races, so there you go.
Yeah, man. And I'm sure you noticed a big run that he got. He got right up on your bumper. I don't know, maybe trying to take some air off, or heck, I thought he was going to bump and run you. But either way, man, that had to be fun to watch him out of the mirror. Or was you even watching the mirror?
No. With these cars here, you sort of need to run the 2nd lane, and they can't really get around you at all. So I knew if I just ran that lane and he didn't wash up into me, I was pretty confident I was going to get it there.
I agree as well, man. Either way, a big win here tonight at New Hampshire. Any shout-outs and stuff you want to give out here?
Yeah, shout-outs to my teammate, Ryan Robertson. He won the championship this season, so that's awesome to see. Shout-outs to Wash and to Satellite Racing for always putting us at the racetrack.
Hey, good job, dude. Big win tonight. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Next up, we're going to talk to Justin Kirby, who almost was able to get it done there. Justin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was a fun one. That was a wild race, and talk us through them last couple laps. That was a good one.
Well, I got set up pretty nice by Nikhil because he let me scoot back in line because I had a little fresher tires than he did from that spin I had earlier, and I was set up a pretty good spot. I was trying to get through 1 and 2. I missed my line just a little bit, and I gave him a little too much room because I was gonna try to throw a bit of a slider in 3 and 4, and I knew it didn't have enough room, so just tried to crank it on the apron, de-wedge the car, and get it to hook, and just not quite enough.
Talk about the restarts here, man. That was absolutely wild on these restarts. Every time that we looked, it was literally 3 or 4 wide.
I was just thankful that I was in front of most of them because
For
it's like with as much of a accordion that there was, once you got a couple laps in, it was it's like you were more preservation just to make sure you kept the nose clean.
For sure on that one. Hey, dude, congratulations. Big second place finisher tonight. You want to give any shout outs?
Yep. Thanks to my brother, everybody on our team, Black Magic Motorsports, PG-13, all those guys, just making this stuff fun on a daily basis, and just keep going forward.
Hey, good job, dude.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. That was Justin with a good second place finish. Next up, we get to talk to Nikhil, who really pushed it real hard there at the end. Nikhil, you got a copy?
Hey, yep, I'm here.
Hey, man, another good race, finishing in third place tonight. You was going for everything here tonight.
Yeah, I was trying, but I think the last restart especially, me and Justin were side by side, and I just let him go because if I didn't, then Ross would have just run away. So, yeah, Justin had better newer tires than me anyways, so
Hey,
it was pretty close.
how tough was it to be in dirty air?
It wasn't too bad. I was actually, like, you have to lift a lot going into the corner, so, you know, if you fall back a little bit, you could catch up pretty easily. It's really making the pass was the difficult bit. I don't think I ever got close to making any passes in the race.
For sure. Hey, dude, that was fun for us to watch and to call. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, just to the entire PG-13 crew. We haven't been online, like all of us here, but
Right.
Justin helped me a lot, learning the track. I'm not an oval guy like he is, so yeah.
Hey, well, you showed that you could race the ovals. Hey, good job, dude. Congrats on third.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks to
buddy.
you guys for streaming for broadcasting the entire season as well.
Hey, no problem. Thanks, bud.
Yep, see ya.
All
Bye-bye.
right. See you later, buddy. All right. Todd Chase. Did I let him give his shout outs, by the way?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Todd, thoughts and all that, dude. That was a good one.
Yeah, definitely a good one for sure. I thought it was a really, really good race. I mean, we've seen some of these guys, like you had said, running 3 or 4 wide for pretty much the whole race. And then we had a couple of big wrecks there. And, I mean, it's crazy to see Justin Kirby running second, wrecks it, gets a lap down, and then we have another big wreck, gets his lap back, and then finishes second, to Ross there. It's just insane on how this race played out and everything else. So, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing more of this kind of
I
racing,
agree.
I'm just saying.
I would
but-
love to see it in like a GT3 or a GTE.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. That'd be a blast. No, dude, that was absolutely. I loved it. That was one of the best races we've seen, and I mean, we had a lot of good races in these FR 2000 cars this year. I know some guys don't really like the open wheel, but it got back to the Red Sox roots a little bit, and I absolutely loved. I like this whole series. This season was really good for all 8 weeks. Like we really didn't have.
Yeah.
We had maybe 1 or 2 races that was kind of down races, but for the most part, man, it was really neck and neck for these cars all season long. So. All right, that's going to do it for us, though, tonight, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the broadcast. Todd, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I think I'm all set.
All right, let's go right into that. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.